Hello and welcome to another episode of Corgi Town, USA. I am Candy. In my lap is Chuckles, our spokescorg.
Hi, I'm Catherine. Underneath my desk is Digby.
Digby the doof.
And
Yeah.
the newest member of the Corgi Committee, an Australian cattle dog we just adopted. So she is an honorary Corgi, and her name is Calabria.
Yeah, another little troublemaker to the crew.
Another little troublemaker to the crew. Yes.
And then, of course, if you're new here, hi, welcome. Thanks for joining us. Please like and subscribe. We also have in studio little Mortimer Barnabas, my senior lady Booger, and of course, little Tito Bandito, who is in his crate because he's kind of mischievous because he's just a year old. He's still a puppy. But we are here for you every week, all things corgi and pet parent lifestyle. So we talk about grooming your pets, traveling with your pet's pet lifestyle. We also have a creator series where we interview artists who create pet-centric art. We like to support small business. And if you are a Corgi enthusiast, then you are probably familiar or have attended Corgi Beach Day.
Yay.
Yeah.
I've attended Corgi Beach Day. I just put it on my calendar
for fall.
For the fall Corgi Beach Day.
We have one of the proprietors of Corgi Beach Day. So should we go ahead and bring her on?
Absolutely.
Okay. Kelly, good friend of mine, sister in Corgdom, welcome back.
Hi. Nice to see you guys. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for coming back. We always like to talk Corgi Beach Day and all the fun Corgi obsession we all have collectively.
As do I. I love talking corgis.
Yeah, we're in good company. So for anyone that's new here or maybe haven't been to Corgi Beach Day yet or don't know the history, Kelly, you've been on our show a couple times. We've talked about the Nationals and we've also talked about Corgi Beach Day. But if you'd be so kind to anyone who's new here, kind of go back and talk about how it started again.
Sure. So Corgi Beach Day started in October of 2012, a very ancient time ago, it seems like now. And just with the purpose of meeting other Corgi owners. At the time, me and my husband, Dan, just had Mr. Pickles, our own Corgi, and he had gone through some surgeries, 6 or 7 surgeries on his knee because he had torn his ACL. And long story short, he finally healed and he loved going to the beach and doing Frisbees. So we're like, let's put something out on Facebook. We'll meet some Corgi people. You know, maybe we could put human faces with all the corgis. At the time, people were starting Facebook accounts for their corgis. And so we put it out, went to the beach, Huntington Dog Beach, and about 15 corgis and their owner showed up. And we had made sandwiches for everybody. We had name tags. It was very quaint and fun. And did it again 3 months later. And we had about 50 people show up. And then we did it again. And, a couple hundred people showed up. It just kept snowballing from there. At the time, we did it actually 4 times a year. Now we do it 2 times a year. But it just kept growing. And, we started adding vendors. We started adding merch. We started supporting Queen's Best Stumpy Dog Rescue because it was a great rescue that they would just come to Corgi Beach Day and hang out. We're like, hey, you know what? We want to partner with you guys and help you grow because, that's what we're here for is corgis. So, over the past years, it's just grown to thousands of people, thousands of corgis. It's the biggest breed-specific festival in the world. Wow. We do it twice a year, and we've added more events throughout the year. Like you mentioned, Corgi Nationals. We have Corgi Nation Vacation and all kinds of stuff that we're working on. So it's a lot of fun. It's a great community, as you guys know, as the listeners know. The Corgi community is very committed. It's like a cult.
It really is.
I'm glad you said it.
We're here for it.
Yeah. We may have mentioned that a time or two on the show. Yeah. Like, join us. It's fun here.
My non-corgi friends think I'm still a little crazy, but that's okay.
Yeah, I get that too. They're like, that's quite a lifestyle you have. People ask me to do something. They're like, what do you have going on this weekend? I'm like, well, we have a corgi pajama party and then we have a meetup. And like, do you do anything else with your life? I'm like, not really. And I can't complain about it.
No, my schedule's full of corgis.
Yeah.
It is. It's a good life. Yes. And I think one of my favorite things about Corgi Beach Day, you guys have all kinds of events. And then Dan, he announces most of them. So do you want to talk kind of about that a little bit? You have the limbo contest, cutest cardigan.
Yeah. So Dan is the MC. That's my husband, my partner in Corgi Beach Day. He is the announcer of all of our events, Corgi Nationals, Corgi Beach Day. He runs all the events in the main arena. So at Corgi Beach Day, we got a lot of things going on. We've got vendors. We've got the main arena area, which is where all the contests and activities take place, like Corgi Limbo, cutest Corgi Momo, aka Corgi Butt. We just added a contest called the Loudest Barking Corgi Contest, the LBC. And we actually have I don't know what you call them, but it measures decibels. We have one of those. So it's a very technical process. We do measure how loud the barks are. Fetch Fanatic. What else am I missing? Costume contest. That's
Costume contest.
popular
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
But we're always, adding new events every time. Fluffiest Corgi, cutest cardigan Corgi. So the whole day is full of events at the main arena. And Dan runs that area. And I'm kind of running around like a crazy lady with the vendors and in our own merch tent and the food trucks and just making sure that everything's running smoothly. So something for everybody.
You definitely get your steps in that day for sure.
Yeah, I get usually about 14,000, 15,000 steps. It's crazy.
Wow.
That's all?
I know, right?
She's a Corgi
I mean,
chaos.
sometimes, and I've seen you run around, I would think it would come out to like 30,000 steps or something like that. That is a very, very big event.
Yeah. I try to be strategic, multitasking trips around the place, but yeah, it's a lot. Yeah, but it's all good.
Corgi chaos coordinator.
Yes, exactly.
I need to get Chuckles into the fetch one because he is a ball maniac. I always say that you can put like a hot, fresh cooked steak down on the ground and you put a ball next to it. He'll completely ignore it and go for the ball.
Yeah.
He's just so ball obsessed. But we're always working the booth, so it's hard for me to get over there. But maybe one day we'll get it. Yeah. But I love all those little contests. And one of my favorite things is that we have this sort of online community, right? Like we all connect through Facebook and Instagram. And I don't know how many times I've been at Corgi Beach Day and met some friends that we followed each other.
A lot. It happens a lot. I actually have somebody coming in from Hawaii for Corgi Beach Day, and she's been buying merch from us online for years. And I just, she would email, hey, what's the sizing like on this? We started chatting back and forth throughout the years. And she finally said, you know what? I'm coming this year. I booked my ticket. So I'm like, you got to come by the merch booth and meet me, say hi. I totally want to give you a hug. But she's been my email pen pal for years, but that happens a lot.
That's so cool. I mean, I think that's, kind of beautiful, not to get sentimental, but connecting in that way, right? Like these little dogs bring us together like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Little dogs with big personalities.
Yep.
So let's talk a little bit about the evolution. So we have the history now, kind of how it got started, the legendary Mr. Pickles, and it's kind of his big old giant meetup. And that's the way that we can keep his memory alive is every event we end up you end up coordinating and we all end up meeting. And how would you say it's kind of evolved? Obviously, it's grown exponentially, but in your words, what would you consider the evolution of Corgi Beach Day?
Every time we just try to make it different. We add something new. We have a different attraction, something that's going to keep people coming back every time because you don't want FOMO at all. You want to come. No FOMO for your MOMO. And it's just
please tell me that'll be on the merch one year.
Yeah, we actually made a song. I don't know if you caught it at Corgi Nationals. We made a song up, FOMO for your MOMO. We're playing that over the.
Yeah. Awesome. That's so awesome. I love it.
Yeah, we're crazy. So yeah, it's just grown. We have over 40 vendors this time around.
Wow.
And just try to add something special and new every time. And then in that, we're adding new events separate from Corgi Beach Day too. One big thing to note about this time is we've moved locations because we've grown so much. Yeah. We were at Huntington Dog Beach for years, since 2012. And, there's no parking down there. There's parking in the neighborhood, but it's tough. People got to park far, take an Uber. It can be challenging. Mm-hmm. So now we are moving 2 blocks south of the Huntington Beach Pier, which, as you guys know, is right in the heart of everything in Huntington Beach. There's beach parking lot there that has over 3,000 parking spots. And it's right across the street from all the hotels, shopping,
Oh.
entertainment, restaurants, things like that. So it's just right in the middle of Huntington Beach. And we're really excited. It's a great new location. Dog Beach was wonderful. It was our home forever, but this has even more opportunities. The beach is huge. The parking alone is just fantastic. So we're
Yeah.
excited.
3,000, that might sort of fit
Everybody?
Corgi Beach Day, maybe.
Yeah, we'll probably have to have people park across the street still, but
Carpool.
yeah,
Hey.
carpool. Yeah.
Now there's a big lot though. And do we have any idea on what the number is perceived? I know that you said you stopped, I think our last episode that we did, you said you stopped counting at 1,000 corgis.
Yes, we did. And that was in 2017. We used to have, in the very olden days of Corgi Beach Day, people, before we had merch or vendors or anything, we had a booth. People would come and sign in their corgi, and they would wait in line an hour just to let us know, I brought 2 corgis, I brought my 1 corgi. So we would count it. And then after 2017, we stopped that after I think we reached 1,200 corgis. And so that was 2017, and it's grown a lot since then. So I can only imagine it's got to be over a couple thousand. I don't know.
Yeah, that's amazing. And
Yeah.
that's just the corgis. Just so our listeners, that is the corgis.
Yeah, not just
several thousand potentially corgis.
Yes, we have a lot of other dogs come because it's not just corgis. You know, we love all dogs.
Yeah, yes, we do love other dogs, and and I hope to bring my new little girl.
Yeah,
as we socialize her.
Yeah,
so we'll
yeah, we got a lot of different dogs coming. Different dog groups come in, like the Wiener dog group. They come. I've seen a pug group come. The Goldens come. So anybody's welcome.
Yeah. Oh, that's so fun. And that's a dream. That's the dream in life. Be surrounded by dogs.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
Yeah, you're right.
So let's talk about anybody who hasn't been or maybe has been before and once or twice. What would you say to give sort of like, I don't want to call it a starter pack, but like how to have a good Corgi Beach Day?
That's a good question.
Yeah, I like it.
So get there early so you can get a good parking spot. Come bring water for your dogs. We have water stations around, but definitely bring water. Our vendors take cash or credit card, debit card, Apple Pay, so that's not a problem. Bring a tote bag. Bring anything that you would bring at the beach. A chair. We're going to have a great vendor there called Shibumi Shade, and they sell these amazing little portable tents. They weigh like 4 pounds, and you can put them in the sand, and they're great. They'll be there selling those. But if you have a beach tent, bring that.
And I'm sure that's first come, first serve. So if you're coming saying, oh, get one of those, it's a great idea. Get there early in case they run out.
Yeah, get there early, especially too for our merch tent, because we have stuff that sells out pretty early too.
Very quickly.
But just anything you would bring for a day at the beach. Sunblock, a hat. We'll have vendors selling hats too. And it's off leash too. But of course, bring a leash for when you're in the parking lot. And we also have tips and tricks on our website too. So anybody can go there and check that out. It's our website is SoCalCorgiBeachDay.com.
And that link will be down in the description box of both the YouTube episode and the audio if you're listening.
Yeah. So I'm trying to think if I'm missing anything, but yeah, we have a link there on our page with tips and tricks. Snacks
for the doggies.
Yeah.
Well, there's so many wonderful vendors too that often will give out samples.
Oh, yeah. We have Nutrisource coming back, and they bring literally pallets of stuff to give away. So they give away a lot of stuff. We have other vendors that give out samples all day long. So bring a tote bag or come buy one at our booth. We have one there too.
It's like Costco for your dog. That's how I would describe it. Like you go to the little sample stations at Costco. This is for your dog. You can go to the little sample stations for your dog.
That's true.
I love it.
I might have to use that. That's nice. I like that.
Corgi Costco for corgis. Yeah, I don't think and then you have food trucks for the humans.
Yep. We have food trucks. We added a couple more this time. They're going to be in the parking lot. You can't miss them. right next to we're bringing back the big wave, this big giant 12-foot fiberglass wave with a surfboard on it. This time we have a photographer at the wave, so they're going to be taking great pictures of everybody, which will be available after the event. So yeah, it's just a lot going on. So
yeah, and if you haven't been, you definitely want to take a picture with the wave because that thing is super cool and it creates a really fun illusion. It looks like your corgi is really like riding the big tide, especially since the theme this year is Corgabunga.
Yes, Corgabunga USA is our theme, kind of a play on Surf City USA, which is, what they call Huntington Beach. So anything tiki, Hawaiian, tropical, surfing related, just theme it out. We love corgis in a theme.
Yeah, and the costume contests, you're going to have so many fun costumes for the Corgabunga theme.
People get really creative, excited. Mozzie, the corgi from Arizona, where you guys are at.
Good friend of ours, yeah.
Yeah, Tracy always goes like completely out for her costume. So
hats off every time we see her or I see her. Yeah, she's just the best dressed ever. I mean,
Well, we just had the Rasta theme for Mortimer's party.
We did have the Rasta theme.
Yeah, she had the tutu. She had the tie-dye tutu.
It was great.
Yeah. I think my favorite one she did was the houseplant, the corgi houseplant.
The houseplant. You guys and the loofah, the loofah flute.
Yeah, there's so many. There's so many.
There's we need a Mozzie costume hall of fame.
Yes, we do.
Yeah. So fun. I wish I could do it. We did the costume contest one year and it was just hard to get away from the booth. But I wish I had the idea, and this is for anyone who is my age or older, but I would love to reference Fast Times at Ridgemont High and do like a Spicoli costume.
Yeah.
Checkered Vans, because that's so like Surf City, USA, right?
Yes. Well, maybe if we bring back the 80s theme, we did an 80s theme a few years ago, which I totally want to bring back. That was one of my funnest.
Yeah, you made those big giant Rubik's cubes.
Yes, those dang Rubik's cubes.
That's fun.
You poured a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into them.
Yes, those took me a long time to make, but I got a lot of use out of them afterwards too. We used them as Halloween costumes for my son, and they were great. Those were just a great thing for photo ops. And we're bringing a lot of new photo ops this time around too. Dan has been busy building. There's a lot of wood in our backyard currently. We're building 2 really fun photo ops that are Corgabunga related. So you got to come and get your pictures with your corgi on these things. I can't wait to reveal them. They're going to be so cool.
Yeah, I can't wait to see them.
I just had a corgi thought that you might want to share with Dan.
Yeah.
So you got the little box, right? That most of these things are the little picture area.
Yeah.
In the back, have a little hole to pass the leash through, so that Mama or Daddy can be in the back with the corgi leashed.
That's a great idea.
They tend to sit a little bit better. It just came to me.
That's a great idea.
For the wiggly ones, for the puppies that won't sit and wait.
Or the older dogs like mine that won't sit and wait.
Distracted.
Yeah. I think I'm just kind of picturing it in my head. I know I'm taking over. I'm just kind of picturing it in my head, but mention it to Dan while he's building it. See if it logistically works.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Leash anchor. You could do that with probably like a giant eye bolt, something to tie it through, or maybe like a hitch.
Yeah,
like a tow hitch, something like that.
Or a hole. If you have a hole, then somebody can be in the back to sort of do that little hold with the dog. A little, not too hard, people, but just a little.
Yeah.
Come on, baby.
Great idea.
Don't take off when you see your corgi friends running by.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh, that's so cute. When we did the 80s, the time that was the 80s when we did the costume contest, and we made a very poorly constructed Corvette, and we did Miami Vice. And it was Crockett and Tubbs, Chuckles and Mortimer.
Oh my gosh.
Tubbs. So
I know, that's so cool.
Mortimer wore the wig, they had the Hawaiian shirts, but it's always a lot of fun to put together. And then you see, there's so much craftsmanship in the corgi community.
One time we had somebody wheel a barbecue, an actual barbecue, and they had their corgi inside that was in a lobster pot on the top of the barbecue. And I was like, where did you guys park? And they're like, oh, they were late. And they park like a mile and a half down the street. This is back when we were at Dog Beach. They wheeled the barbecue for a mile and a half down the street.
That's some dedication.
Yeah, and through the sand too. So
yeah. Oh my gosh, pulling a barbecue through the sand. Oh my goodness, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Can you think of like maybe a couple favorites? Like that's probably one over the years that come to mind.
That is one. I'm so bummed because I can't see the costume contest often because I'm just doing other things. So usually I'm on Instagram that night or the next day looking at all the pictures because I can never see them in person. But anytime somebody dresses up as a corgi, a human in a corgi outfit, that always cracks me up. We had an inflatable person walking around last time.
That one scared Chuckles.
There's another mask on Amazon that you can buy. It's like a rubber corgi head mask, and it's actually terrifying. I don't know if you guys have ever seen it, but
I've seen it. Yeah,
that is not my favorite one. I don't like that, but
the Halloween edition. Yeah,
yeah, it's a little frightening. But yeah, there's so many good costumes. Mozzie. I mean, I think all of Mozzie's costumes are great.
Yeah, definitely.
The mop, everything. Yeah.
Yeah, and Bacon always comes dressed to the nines.
Oh yeah. Bacon will come dressed to the nines this time, as always.
Yeah,
sure.
We're always excited because those are our friends, and Chuckles loves Bacon. He always wants to go sit by him. So every time we see him, we're like, "You guys!" And I'm not that crafty, so every time we see him, I'm like, "My dogs are naked. We're just gonna party naked." I didn't take the time to make
a bandana or something. Yeah,
yeah, totally.
I don't even have the patience for a bandana. Yeah, I'm that bad corgi mommy, really bad corgi mommy.
No, it's okay. Chappie does not even come to Corgi Beach Day, so
Chappie likes his peace and quiet.
He does. He's a very introverted guy.
Yeah, so. And that's okay. Tito's like that. Tito likes the other dogs, but he's not keen on people. So as much as I work with him, he's still just always going to be a little shy guy. So
yeah, Chappie loves people. He just hates dogs.
The opposite. I love how much DIY you guys put into this because Corgi Beach Day is world known now.
Yeah, it's crazy. We have people coming from Europe. I mean, we've had people come from all over the world, but this time, some of the places people have reached out: Mexico City, the UK. Somebody's coming. A lot of people from Canada always come. So, and the person from Hawaii. So people come from very far places, and I love hearing people especially say it's like one of their bucket list items to come to Corgi Beach Day, because I never thought, we never planned on creating a festival for corgis. We just wanted to meet other corgi owners, and it just turned into this, we're accidental festival organizers. So
yeah, I love it.
Makes me
what
happy.
A legacy.
Yeah. And it's all because of Mr. Pickles. We never would have started it if it wasn't for him. So
yeah, and you have Mr. Pickles merch. So I love that you have that. Like you come with the merch is always top notch, but then you've had several items that have Mr. Pickles on it. And I love that too, because you've immortalized his visage. And then of course the giant sculpture.
Yes. Yeah. We still have the sculpture. It's a little damaged now from the sun, so it's tough. We want to bring it back to Corgi Beach Day, maybe one last time. But anything we can do, pictures, banners, the statue to remember Mr. Pickles, because without him, we wouldn't even start at Corgi Beach Day.
Yeah, Mr. Pickles. Well, and I love that though. I love that you and Dan, you really put your hearts into it, and you're some of the most genuinely caring, good people. Aww. But you also you pour your heart and soul into it. You guys hand make stuff. It's a world known festival now, and you're not hands off. We just make a bunch of phone calls and then we show up. No, you guys are so involved in it, and that just I don't know. I think that's awesome.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a good creative outlet for us because we can just come up with these wacky ideas and build them, and it's a lot of fun.
We're all on board for it.
Yeah,
we're all here for it. Yeah, we're all here for it. I love it when you were. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, nothing. I was just saying, it makes me good to see people happy when they are having a good time. So
yeah, it's like it's the highlights of our year. Which Corgi event are we going to? But I love when you unveiled the statue. Someone had asked during setup, they're like, So Kelly, where is this gonna go when Corgi Beach Day is over? You said our house.
Yeah, it's in our backyard currently.
Oh
It's in there, yeah. So
Oh my gosh.
It's pretty. If for those of you who haven't seen it in real life, IRL, I have a couple pictures that I took with Chuckles, so you can kind of see it to scale. Chuckles is kind of a smaller corgi, about 29 pounds. But do you know off the top of your head the measurements? Because I know you had to have that for creation.
It's on a platform, but with the platform, it's probably about 8 feet tall.
Yeah.
Yeah, and 6 feet long. So
Yeah.
it's pretty big.
Yeah, much larger than corgis in real life, so not actual size.
Yeah, we were inspired by, remember in London a few years ago, they were doing those corgi figurines all over London. I think it was like Queen's birthday or something.
So cool.
And I saw a picture. I'm like, okay, we got to do something like that. So I found an artist to do it and gave her some pictures, and she got it nailed down. Like even with Mr. Pickles' tilt that he had, she even did that. I mean, she was very detailed.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I'm glad I got to see it, especially like on unveiling day. There was a lot of buzz. It was very exciting. Did you happen to see the cake? There's a baker in the UK that made the corgi cake for the jamboree a few years ago.
Yes, I did. That was crazy.
So amazing. I know I tried to get the baker on the show and they're just so busy now because everybody knows who they are, but man, the detail, like the eyes and I'll try to find a link and drop that down in the description box too for anybody who's like, what cake is she talking about? I'll try to see if I can find it, but just I don't know how many hours it took that baker to do it, but wow. And then to see him cut into it, you're like, oh, I'd almost hate to cut into it. It's just so
but
amazing.
It's delicious.
A delicious corgi cake. Yeah, that was the Queen's Jamboree, I think, for 2021, maybe?
Yeah, that sounds right.
2021, that was her 75th, the Jubilee.
The Jubilee, yeah.
Jubilee.
Yep.
Yep. Amazing. I'm going to have to find a link and see if I can drop it down in the description box. But this episode will air right before Corgi Beach Day so that everybody can get the most out of their Corgi Beach Day. So please reference. Kelly, what would you like everybody to know?
Well, first of all, I want to thank anybody listening that's been to Corgi Beach Day. It's with everybody attending, we couldn't do it without you guys. So Dan and I are super grateful for that. And our volunteers that help us day of event, of course, I want to give a shout out to them. Yeah. And, after Corgi Beach Day, we have lots of stuff planned too. So if you can't make it to this one, right after that, we have Summer Corgi Nationals Memorial Day weekend, which is our Corgi Racing Festival that happens at Santa Anita. And then we are also bringing back Corgi Nation Vacation, which is taking place in Pismo Beach, which is on the coast, Central California. Beautiful little resort town. We did it last year for the first time. And it's a weekend where it's all full of VIP events. You buy a VIP ticket and you do, we have a luau party, we have a brunch, we have a wine tasting. It's a great location. And then we also do a Corgi Beach event called the Pismo Corgi Fest right there at the pier. So it's like a mini Corgi Beach Day. But we're also doing that in September. And
those sell out, right? Like you need to sign up pretty quickly because there's a limited number, correct?
Yeah, we cap it off at a certain number. So for the VIP events, we do cap that off because it's really nice. Like last year, people said it was just very intimate. You got to make friends with people. You got to spend, all weekend at these different events with Corgi people and their Corgis.
Yeah.
But the Corgi Beach Fest is free to all. So if you're coming to Pismo for the weekend, the whole town is taken over by Corgis. They're everywhere on the streets. It's great to see.
We love it.
And it's quickly becoming one of my favorite events to plan because it's upscale, super fun, super relaxing. It's great. And then, after that, we just go right into Corgi Beach Day for fall again and Christmas season. So there's always something going on. If you can't make it to this one, there's always something afterwards.
So stay tuned.
There's always a Corgi Beach Day. I would love to have a Corgi Desert Day out here.
Well, let's do it. We need to do it like in February.
We need to do it in February. Yeah, late February or something.
Yeah,
But
because
yeah,
otherwise it's just too warm.
Corgi like Lake Pleasant Day or Tempe Town Beach Day and have the corgis go sailing with us.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah, I like that
Possible.
one.
Do it in Lake Pleasant. My brother lives by Lake Pleasant, so that'd be great.
Okay, we can do it at Lake Pleasant. Why
I'm
not?
here for it. Yeah, let's
Why
do
not?
it.
We've
all
taken
about
we've taken Digby on the rowboat. We're training him to go on the sailboat with us. So why not? Why not do a corgi desert lake day?
Yeah.
Well, we'll work on it. Kelly's like, great, something else to do. Thanks for roping me in, guys.
I didn't say I was going to plan it. No.
No, she wasn't
Like,
gonna plan it.
you
I just
guys
want to
have
attend.
fun.
I just want to enjoy and not plan anything.
Yeah,
Totally.
You guys have fun.
Yeah, it'll be good. I want to mention this because I just think it's so funny. You were talking about how you're like, oh, my non-corgi friends think I'm crazy. There's a place that we typically stay when we go to Corgi Beach Day. It's right on the beach. It's beautiful. They'll open the windows for us, so we'll come in and you can hear the ocean when we sleep. And it's just because it's right there. We can walk over there and do everything.
Yeah.
And it's an Airbnb that we rent. And very nice gentleman that owns it. And so he's always like, how many corgis are you bringing this time? Because I have so many. And so anyway, the first year we stayed there, he was sending me all these videos because he was biking on the beach. He's like, I've never seen so many corgis. I guess he wasn't really aware that happened, even though he owns that property there and had never really known. It's like the reticular activating system,
Yep.
right? We're like, look out for corgis. And now he's seeing them. So he kept sending me all these videos. He's like, I've never seen so many corgis. I'm like, this is why we rent your place, sir. This is what we are here for.
Yes.
And sir, do you have more places we can tell the corgi community that you're corgi friendly now?
Yeah, right on the beach. A very short walk to Corgi Beach Day. And the new location is not far away from the original, so that's walking distance.
Yeah, it is walking distance. It's a little bit of a walk, but yeah, it's maybe half hour, 40-minute walk from the old location.
Yeah, so pretty close.
Yeah,
so
pretty
awesome.
close. Mm-hmm.
Well, Kelly, thank you so much. And we can't wait for Corgi Beach Day, and happy planning. We're going to let you get back to it. Thanks for joining us on the show and telling everybody.
Thank you guys. This was super fun. It's always nice talking with you.
You too.
Likewise. All right. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, Kelly.
All right. You too. Bye, guys.
Thanks. Bye. Well, we hope you enjoyed this episode, and we highly encourage that you go to Corgi Beach Day. It's one of our favorite events to attend. We try to get to every Corgi Beach Day and every Corgi Nationals, and hopefully maybe Kat and I can make one of the Corgi Nation vacations.
Oh, that'll be nice. I don't know this
go to Pismo?
year. I don't even know if there would be tickets this year, to be honest with you, but I would love to do that next year.
Yeah, I think I want to do it. It's finding the time, right, in between. But yeah, I think it'd be a lot of fun.
I think it would be great fun. Just being around other people where you instantly have a common bond. Sometimes it's so, especially as you get older, it's not always easy to, find that common bond and make friends. So when you're younger and you have young kids, that's your common bond. But now for us, it's the dogs. Is that common bond. I mean, cat people have a common bond too, but we don't usually take our cats out.
Cats aren't as social.
Yeah, Catherine is very social. And that's one of the things I love about Corgi Beach Day is just, being among other people that have that similar, have that same, desire and love of their puppies, their little corgis.
They understand our level of crazy.
They do.
It's a good crazy.
It is a good crazy.
Well, I will drop those links down in the description box. Kelly gave us some great tips on how to enjoy Corgi Beach Day and how to get the most of it. Get there early, definitely. But we will drop the link to the website down in the description box so that if you're listening on the audio platform, you'll be able to follow that. And then also on YouTube, you'll be able to follow it there as well. But check out those tips. And also, if you haven't signed up to follow them on Instagram, Facebook, the socials, definitely do that because those announcements get made for the new dates and for the new exciting events that they do.
Absolutely, yeah.
We hope you like us here at Corgi Town USA. If you're new here, thank you for joining us. Please like and subscribe. Join us. We're here for you every week, all things Corgi and pet parent lifestyle.
See you later. Bye.